Yes, massive Wagwan. And Jerome this here, Jamaican brother there. Reaching out to all the massive on the African continent. And you're tuning into the Pan-African Bliss Show with your host, none other than Joby, from Monday to Friday. Stay tuned and you're on to the Pan-African Bliss Show. Let's go. Greetings and salutations, massive. Here's Andrew Robinson, all the way in Switzerland. And you're tuning into the Black House Fire Radio, and you're listening to the African Diary.
Wagwan, this is the Pan-African Police Show every Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. The Pan-African Police Show.
Oh no 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 hello I let sing. The star is on the beat. I said baby, I wanna love you daily. I wanna make your body crazy. I wanna make your body cheap and lazy. Hello, I said I wanna love you. I give you everything. I give you what you need. Dance like everything. I wanna love you. I give you everything. I give you what you need. Dance like everything. You said you don't need, you said you don't give up. You said you want it and if you want to back and make them money, make me fine. I have to shoot me, you justify. Hey, yeah, you know that I love you so much. Is it a crime that women love too much? This is an excuse, that this is too much. You walk away, forever away. And if you find another one, she will leave you be another already as another queen. I love a man, you keep beating with come on. You play games like Maganaba, wanna say that. I wanna love you. I give you everything. I give you what you need. Dance like everything. I wanna love you. I give you everything. I give you what you need. Dance like everything. Woman, you nice and you classy. Your body gender is so sassy. Hey, I give you a freedom. There's a paparazzi woman. Let me take you to Uganda. In the black one, we believe in Wakanda.
Reaching out to all the massive on the African continent. And you're tuning into the Pan-African Bliss Show with your host, none other than Joby.
I wanna know you. I give you everything. I give you what you need. That's all like everything. I wanna know you.
I give you everything.
I give you what you need.
Dance the land, everything.
Just time comes stuff.
Yes, Wagwan family, Karibuni Sana to yet another beautiful episode of the Pan-African Bliss Show.
Not a break.
Right here on the Black Fire Network radio station. That is Caleb Singer. The name of the jam is featuring your one and only Vixen, myself and Amma Model. Yeah, that is what is happening right here on the Black Fire Network radio station. Karibuni Sana, just another beautiful, beautiful station. I hope you guys are doing amazing, and I hope you are looking forward to stick with us till the end of today's session. Let me know you're listening to me from Caleb Singer once again on it. Check out the song on YouTube. It's called Utanicheki hapo mimi Vixen mwenyewe, featuring Alma Model. Shout out to Alma Model, our amazing YouTuber and TikToker. I hope you're doing amazing. Yes, but Karibuni Sana once again to the Pan-African Bliss. Not really. You guys, not really. You know, if you've been tuning in, you have to actually let me know what's popping, and you have to let me know what's the show I'm tuning into. Because I got a billion of shows if you guys have no idea. But Karibuni Sana to the Black Fire Network radio station. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I hope your week is coming out great. I'm already on the weekend. Monday, I'm so excited also about today. I woke up with literally positive vibrations. And of course, I'm also so happy because of what is going on in our African continent. There's nothing but just joy in my heart and my face right now. I'm just so happy seen what is literally happening in Africa. This is actually something we need to be celebrating. Like it is said yesterday, and I said this actually like 1 week ago, we need to start embracing what is happening in Africa. Sometimes we get angry, it's allowed. Sometimes we need to bring the truth out, it's allowed. Sometimes you get, frustrated with why our people are not waking up. But I'm so happy with what is going on. I bet majority of you already know what I'm talking about, and this is what is going on in Gabon. But Karibuni Sana, we shall be discussing much more about that. This is the Wednesday lockdown session with me, yourself, rather with me, myself. Is it yourself or myself? Anyway, Karibuni Sana. This is the Wednesday lockdown session with me, your host. I'm the one and only Joby, Joby, the way he loved to call me. And of course, shout out to everyone on Facebook, YouTube, on Twitter, on the radio station. Pardon to those who are on Rumble. I don't know what's going on with Rumble. I was trying to actually set up the show, but it's not allowing me to. I can't figure out what's the problem, but I do hope for those who shall be able to catch up with this on YouTube, you shall be enjoying. Shout out to also everyone with us right here on TikTok. Karibuni Sana Wagwan. I hope you guys are doing great today. I see my Shabora Karibu Sana in the building. I also see Effie Karibu Sana, baby girl. Hope unafanya fiti ama uko poa leo. I also see New Beginning is right here with us. Karibu Sana. Thank you so much for keeping it the Black of Fire Network radio station. I also see Blessed Gashigo. Ama ni nani? Gashiko. Gashigo. If I'm pronouncing it correctly, pardon me. I'm not really good with the, most of the pronunciation when it comes to names, but don't mispronounce mine. Tutakosana. Don't mispronounce my name, okay? Allow me to mispronounce yours, but don't mispronounce my name. That's just what's up. But everybody, I hope you guys are doing amazing. I also see Davey on my other end. I see Brian. I also see Ludera and Wine. Karibuni Sana. Of course, we have Mr. Black on Fire himself right here with us. He's saying, "What's popping, Shari?" I'm good. What's up, Mandem? I'm good, Manze. How you doing today? Hope you're doing great. And of course, Karibu Sana to the Wednesday lockdown session. I'll be getting back to one more banger. Of course, I'll be coming back with a quote of the day as we get to see what's popping, what's happening, and of course, tune in till the end of today's session. I'll be discussing majorly what's going on in Gabon, and we wanna actually combine this with what is going on in Niger. And trust me when I say I'm happy, I'm really excited. I'm super excited about what is going on in Gabon. So we'll talk about that, and of course, what we feel. What should the rest of the African countries do? Because we have other people who are waking up, but we have other people who are damn asleep and still talking about tribalism. I'll be sharing a video, so still stay tuned till the end of the show, because this is where you get to review the comments of the people, what they're thinking about what is going on right here on the Wednesday lockdown session. And of course, we get to share a bit of videos of what is going on. So stay tuned till the end of the show. But I see we have my Shabori saying that love you, girl. You're looking good. Thank you for the comment. I also see Blessed Gashigo Ananigotea Apple and to New Beginning. I also see Heavy saying that hi, I am with you. And of course, Karibu Sana. If we hope you guys are doing amazing. Tap the screen to encourage more people to come in. Share the live in case you feel like this is educative. If you want your sister, your brother. If you want your brother, your sister to get informed by what is going on, this is the right place. So Karibuni Sana once again. My name is Joby, and this is the Wednesday lockdown session. 1 minute past 1 p.m. right in the 254. Karibuni Sana to the Black Hot Fire Network radio station.
Anyway, I go, they wanna sing my song, and a bad man and they go White House. Hey, son, but a bad man, welcome to the condition. Anything that you do, on the beat. If I want to take a two, then I let you go. They can stop me as social man and know. Anyway, I go, they wanna sing my song, and a bad man and they go fit it, you know. They can stop me as social man and know. Everywhere I go, they wanna sing my song. Man, a bad man and they go fit it, you know. They go fit it, you know. All of them know that I'm the baddest boy. If we clap bangers, so we give them up. Even the big boy pull out with the illness tongue, so we give them good vibes, things daily drop.
Yes, I see my Shabora is asking which country am I from.
Show them no.
I'm in Africa. What's up? I'm in Africa. We want to discuss about that. No more mentioning of the borders. I'm in Kenya, I'm in Ghana, Nigeria, I'm in Chicago, I'm in Africa. I'm not anywhere else but just in Africa, where I truly and totally belong. So Karibu Sana. Where are you tuning in from though? Karibu Sana. Caleb Singer singing right here on the Black of Network radio station. These guys love me. You can check him out. He has amazing bangers. An amazing dope artist. Anafaa kwa ligi ya kina Aroboy sahi banze. But alilegea kwenye industry. Atuwalaumu though, most of the people get into this industry without knowing what you're getting yourself into. There's a lot of pressures right here, The pressure makes you misuse a lot of money. Then you end up becoming a reckless person in the society. The next minute you're looking at you're begging, What's up? What's going on? I'm in Kenya though, that is Maisha Bora. I am in Kenya, the 254, bringing this live straight onto you, wherever you're streaming live with us from. We also do have a studio in Uganda, in Florida. Where do you want to come for an interview? In case you're asking for an interview, that's all. Shout out to Mikael in the building. Arnold also in the building. Mini C in the building. I see Mikael is saying Nico Shago. Well, we had some tears about that. Not top internet where Shago. Not top internet to Shago. I thought Africans don't have internet. What's going on? Finally, you're restoring power, ain't it? We are excited to see it. Siko baya. Usikuja hapa kuchukulia vitu personal, by the way. It's not personal. Get the joke, yeah? What's your career? My career is making jokes. Unasema kwetu develop my friend. You don't have to add my friend. I'm not even your friend, I don't know you, but Karibu Sana. And you don't have to involve feelings in it. Because I can read your comments the way you write in it. I can literally tell how you feel. Don't feel attacked. It's nothing but love. Yes, and of course, as we get started, that was Caleb Singer, and of course, the name of the jam is Girls Love Me. I hope you guys are banged onto that. And Karibuni Sana once again. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I see my Shabra is saying that thanks for the response, girl. Yes, anytime and any day. Karibu Sana to the Black of Network radio station. This is the Wednesday lockdown station, and I'm your host Joby. To our amazing first-time listeners, I'm streaming live on our Facebook page, on YouTube, on Twitter, on the radio station, and you can download our radio app that is on the Google Play Store. In case you have an iPhone, you have no excuse. Just go to the www.blackoutfinetwork.com and you'll find us there. You're given the opportunity to create your own profile. And of course, you also have the social page. You can share anything informative regarding Black people. We are pro-Black station. This is the Blackout Network radio station. Media for the 21st century. Nothing but just facts. So if you come here with your feelings, Manze, Rudy kwenye umetoka. But anyway, my quote of the day today says, observation can be more informative than conversation. That's just how simple it is. Observation can be more informative than conversation. So observe. As much as maybe I'm conversating with you, try observe what I'm talking about. And even everything you bump into, however people talk to you. And this actually for me, I'll direct it to the mainstream media because of what I'm about to talk about. The mainstream media, observe a lot about the information. Okay, the conversation, because we tend to focus a lot on the conversation the mainstream media gives us, but we lost when it comes to the observing of the information being given. And this is why you see that right now, African people, we are finally fighting for our democracy. On Monday, when I began the show, we had the question I had for the day. I asked, do you feel like Africa is moving finally towards democracy, its own independency? Like, what are your honest thoughts? We had, of course, New Beginning in the building. He gave his own thoughts. We had someone like Foka Shimani. He gave his own thoughts. We also had Effie in the building. She gave her own thoughts. And of course, during the Africa Today show, we had Keith also giving his own thoughts. And he said, yes, this is going to happen. This is no joke. It's happening. And I remember I was a little bit heated up when I was saying that this needs to happen right now, yesterday, with the video I was sharing of that this guy. Actually, we can't tell where he comes from because it does not acknowledge tribalism. We've been asking where does this guy come from. Comes from. He's very famous right now on TikTok. He's just been doing pro-black videos, educating African people what's been going on, highlighting us, giving nothing but just facts and all that. And he said he answered today because I was one of the people who asked, like, the way we had my Shabora asking me, like, which country do you come from? He answered, I'm African. I come from Nigeria, from Somali, from Ghana, from Niger, like any African country you want to mention that is in the continent. I come from Africa, literally, because I am African and I believe I should be having the ability to travel within my continent without having any border restrictions, without the passport, without the visas, which is something we have been breaking it down. So I want to start before I get into that. There's this video of this young lady, and when you're talking about tribalism, that's what I want to start with. When talking about tribalism, what do you feel about tribalism? Basically, as you, whether you are Kenyan, Ghanaian, Nigerian, wherever you're listening and streaming live with me from, what do you feel like tribalism has done to our continent? Yes, that's the video I want to share over there. Tribalism. What do you feel like? What impact has it literally done in your life? Like, do you feel like through your tribe it has favored you getting job opportunities? Do you feel like through your tribe we have some tribes that are favored in the nation? Do you feel like your tribe, either way, it is also like changamoto in your life because of maybe 1, 2, 3 situations? Because we're living in a very corrupt system of where we know you won't get connection or connected, or maybe you will not get a job sometimes, because in most of the companies when you go, or someone when they want to give you a job, the first thing they'll ask is which tribe do you come from, and your second name will always sell us out. Like, our second names will always sell us out. And this is why somehow personally I love the fact that I was given really unique names by my parents, because every time I'm outside there paying anything, people will always pop the question of which tribe are you? It's kind of exciting, the fact that you won't figure anything out about me. I always say I'm Kenyan, or rather African, just Kenyan or African. I don't need to explain furthermore. But it's really, really exciting not anyone figuring out which tribe do you come from, because that shit is annoying. It is annoying. Talk about it. We have so many people who have been denied job opportunities because of our tribes, ethnicity. This is what describes us. Now I want to share this video by this young lady. She's a Kalenjin, I bet. And she says, Kenyans, we look down upon Kalenjin so much. And actually, personally, if I am to give the real facts of which tribe or ethnicity is looked down upon the most, and I'm not tribal, trust me, this is just what I know. It's Kisii. Sorry to say. Kisii ndo nakwanga tu ameingililiwa sana in the 254. But this has nothing to do with tribalism, because we're here to break it down. What is it that we have allowed ethnicity to describe us? Because right now, if you come to every African country, go to Niger, probably the Igbo have their own stereotypes. I don't know, if you go to Somali, the Boranas have their own stereotypes. If you go to still in Nigeria, all those, and especially in Nigeria, we have over 260 something languages, ethnic, and the tribes that are literally running in that country. And we have the government last year, which was saying they need to change the system of education and start educating their children by their own ethnicity. And I was like, how is this actually helping us unite when we're trying to break this cycle? We're trying to break this chain of where we've been living in unfavorism. We've been living in lack of equality because of other people are more superior than other people. We saw clearly before the end of last year, when we were coming towards our election, we saw there was some article that was released. We don't know by who, but of course, like we said last week, truth will not be hidden for so long. They might find different varieties and variations of lies, but the truth has one path. And the path is finding us. because we are the path of the truth. As African people, we must be connected and united to our truth and history of who we are, like it or not. Shout out to Simba wherever he is. I think he ran away, you guys. You chased Simba away because he couldn't hold it any longer. Like, this guy was like all over the moon and disagreeing with everything we were saying. We don't know it's for attention, or it's just being illiterate, or being ignorant, or it's just miseducation, because we understand also how the system of education has been set up in Africa. But I want to, as I share this video, I want you guys to answer me. Wherever you're streaming live with me from, not those who are not affected by tribalism, but those who have been affected right here in the continent by tribalism. What purpose has it served you as an African person wherever you are? Because African people were so looked down upon, but we have these Indians, Chinese, who are so prioritized. We have the Indians right now part of our own, tribes or whatever. They added themselves to be part of our tribes or whatever they want to call themselves. You will go demonstrate about your rights like we said during this week. You will not be listened to. But an Indian can come, invade in your country, claim to be part of your country, and they're going to be given all the freedom. It's just messed up. We need to break down the tribalism psychosis, because this is a psychosis. Now, I want you to pay attention to this lady very clearly. And now I'll go to also the next guy who says and describes himself as an African person. And why I brought this up, because we need to drop this. This is what the Europeans keep on using against us. This is why it is so hard to break even the borders when you try to talk to these despots who have been set here as leaders. Get rid of the borders. It is so hard for me to trade with the Gambia and Zambia, or Kenya with the Tanzania, because of the borders. Because you still have the tribalism, which you value so much. And it is so crazy that we keep on talking about this. But it's all coming to an end. That is the funny, craziest part and the happiest part. It's all coming to an end. Because, hello, have you seen what is going on in the West Africa? Ain't you happy? Haven't you woken up to some positive news? I mean, look all over the mainstream media. The West Africa is the topic of the world today. And Africa, to be precise, basically maybe in general, Africa in general, we are the topic today in the world. And it's not just Gabon, because, mind you guys, the European people look at us as one people, as one. So they know whatever is happening in Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali, in Gabon, in Guinea, they know the rest of us are going to copy and master, which I was speaking about yesterday. We need to master what is happening within our country, our neighboring borders. We need to understand.
There's a tribe in Kenya that has taken advantage of the stereotypes people have about them. It's the Kalenjins. Kalenjins have always been that tribe.
Stereotypes. Now, I want to understand who created even these stereotypes. How did we? I understand of how the tribes were created and everything. These all to keep us divided, because this is what we've grown up with. We believe we're so divided. We believe we are very divided. That is one thing for sure. You can't tell me if there is no one, you can literally not be able to diverse. And I'm not saying everyone, but majority of us are not easy to literally change their mentality, like move away from tribalism and look at yourself like a Kenyan or as an African person. Not as a Kikuyu, not as a Luo, not as a Kalenjin, not as a Kikuyu, not whatever you want to call yourself. This ethnicity bullshit is literally costing us a lot. And like I was saying, there was an article released by the end of last year towards our election that only Kikuyus and Kalenjins were meant to literally rule this country, so-called Kenya. This was an oath signed between Jomo Kenyatta and some people that I don't know much of the information. But this ethnicity bullshit, we need to talk about it.
Where people have always said, Wakalini wa shamba, Wakales are primitive, Wakales are, backwards. But look at them now. We have a Kalenjin president. And
wow, now this you see where it comes from? Did you hear what this lady said? We have a Kalenjin president. Family, when we say our elections are ruled through tribe. I know majority of you understand, but we have also some of us who do not understand. These people have, and these through the masters that they serve. Okay, the masters left cultures that we have embraced continuously, and these cultures are being used against us through our own rulers, through our own despots and puppets, because they ain't leaders. Let's not give them any crown of which they don't deserve. Like I said, they don't deserve those crowns of His Excellency. What are you excellent in? Stealing? Your honor. What are you honoring on? The European laws? What are you honoring? She just said, or we're considered Kalenjins as stupid people, or there are stereotypes created about different ethnicity, including especially in Kenya, the Kalenjins. But now look at you. Who's laughing? We have a Kalenjin president. Wow. But when economy hits us, there's no tribalism looked upon as literally. Do you know this is the funny part? Do you know this is the crazy part? I mean, understand where we've seen our own president saying the only people who voted for him and his deputy presidents are the only people who are going to literally experience the fruits of this country. We're talking about tribalism again, where your own president has the audacity to tell you the only people who voted, and it's literally, it talks about his own people, his own ethnicity. Why is it that we have allowed ourselves to be ruled through ethnicity? Why can they say Kenyans? Why can they say Africans? As a whole, we need a change. We demand a change, okay? We need to drop this, and we need to understand this is what has been dividing us. But no, you see what the system of education has done to us? You see the damages of the Western education? Ethnicity. We've not only been divided, but we know and we acknowledge tribalism when it comes to even ruling. Oh, we have a Kalenjin president. You Negroes you don't have a Luo president. You don't have a Kisii president. We're looking down upon each other just because of tribalism. Tribalism. We're divided in small, minimal ways we don't even know.
Asante Sana there, Joby.
Karibu Sana.
So, what I want to say about this young lady, yeah, because see, that's the easy divide. She's like, oh, he's a Kalenjin. No matter, he's a puppet and he's fucking the country up. She don't care about that. He's my tribe. That's why they put Jomo in power back in the 60s. He was a tribalist. And that's why, like when everybody was naming the old freedom fighters, like God, he named Julius Nyerere from back then. They didn't name Jomo. People know Jomo was a puppet and a tribalist. The British showed him how to rule, and he took it to that extent because he's a poverty-ridden kid and easy to control. And he's a moron. So he installed that tribalism deep in Kenya from its inception. Because he was going against the Luo in the west, western part of Kenya, crazy. Because they obviously that deal was true. I knew that deal had to be true that Katie was talking about, because Jomo Kenyatta was horrible. That's why he's the father of the country. All them lies the British wrote about. He was a great freedom fighter, which a lie. All these lies they tell to keep a country fucked up. Not knowing this dude was a no good dirty puppet who believed in tribalism and the theft of a country. That's who he really is. That's why his sons are no good thief. And all the damn money of the Kenyatta sits in goddamn foreign bank accounts, not in Kenya, sits in the Cayman Islands over there. Pandora papers. They don't sit in Kenya, so the whole family's fucking rot. Because their first patriarch that the British put in power is rot to the fucking core.
Exactly. And actually, it makes sense. Like when that guy was explaining, I'll share another video of him when he's explaining, actually breaking this tribalism bullshit of what this girl is talking about. He said that these despots are scared of not just only going to, not being denied to go to Europe, but because they know of the investment, their kids as well are studying in Europe.
Exactly.
And while we have us always striking here because of school fees and the goddamn man, these people, wait, they have been taking their children to go and free education.
Remember, that's what Uhuru went to educate in Europe. That's what they always. That's supposed to educate their kids in Africa. They ain't built shit in Africa.
African people, we need to be educated about this. And these people, this now just hit me. Actually, it just clicked my mind right now. The fact that we've been paying school fees in Africa, this makes sense why these people will not allow their children to study here, because they know education there is free. And because they are despots in this continent, of course, their children are going to get any pass through, Oh,
Right?
you are allowing me to steal in your continent. Just bring your sons
Exactly.
to the house.
Imagine this. The West talking about the fake democracy, all that bullshit they talking about, right?
Man.
This moron was in Gabon for 55 years, Joby. His daddy, and then him. Oh, he did Gabon his own personal fiefdom where he got in there. His daddy was in for 40 years. He's been in for 55 years. But did the West ever say anything about democracy? No, because he was their puppet. And they knew he didn't win, because remember when he was losing, he cut off the electricity and the internet, Joby, because he was losing. So that's what the Europeans say, hey, cut off that internet, electricity, and put everybody in curfew. And then when you release the curfew, you're the winner. Like magic.
Exactly. We're getting into that, but let me finish up what this lady has to say.
Even when President Ruto was campaigning, people were saying he can't do it. Kalenjin president can never. It's not possible. He's not going to win. And people were so sure that
this is the colonized mind. She would destroy this moron here would keep Africa backwards and forward. And that's why they keep this woman's an absolute moron. And that's an absolute moron. But that's what they keep. They're making some kind of bootlicking handkerchief head leader. You're gonna be an MP, you bootlick. Yes, I'm a collagen. Thank God.
God damn.
Was so sure he's not going to win. And right now, in top government position,
this even makes you understand.
They make sure you listen to her. She's not concerned about the value of the country.
Exactly.
She's worried about her damn tribe. She's not worried about how good the country would do under a person. She's worried about her goofy tribe.
Exactly. And not only that, she does not even understand how election is controlled, because she's like, people are so sure, Kalenjins cannot become presidents, People are so sure, bro. It's not you who voted. It's not you. It's not you.
It's the Kalenjins. If you go to diaspora people, like for me who live abroad, Kalenjins can make.
You live abroad and you do not even understand what. You see?
Hey lady, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something with your dumb ass. And it's how the people know about the Nigerians too. When the Kenyans leave Kenya, dummy, they don't identify with no tribe, you moron. They're Kenyan. They're not Kalenjins, they're not Luas, not Kikuyu. They're Kenyan. That's the same game the damn Nigerians play. They don't say I'm Yoruba, I'm Igbo, I'm Hausa, I'm Fulani, I'm Talani, I'm Igbo. They say they're Nigerians because they know no one gives a shit about your goddamn tribe. And that tribal shit outside of Nigeria does not work. So they see themselves as Nigeria. They hug each other as Nigerians. Same way the Kenyans do. I grew up around Kenyans. I never heard one of them mention no damn tribe. It's like, not once. Not once said, well, he's a Kikuyu, he's a Lua. I know they got the different tribes in America too. I never heard none of them say none of that shit. So lady, nobody gives a fuck about that goofy tribal shit. You're back in Africa, because Africa was set up to be divided and conquered.
Exactly.
Make up top 1 or 2 population of people abroad, of Kenyans abroad. And this is what I've learned so far. When people have a stereotype about you, when people have created a narrative about you, you don't have to defend yourself.
I don't even want to explain even deep. I don't want to share much of our video. What I actually wanted to enlighten on, we need to see, like Keith explained it, this is a colonized mentality right here, which does not understand how we govern.
You need to call her out. You need to call her out and say, hey, you you get in the back of the room or you get on the short bus with all the retarded people. You know, they always
This
kept
way,
the retarded people on the small bus. You go on the
this
small
way
bus with retarded people.
Exactly. This way we understand history is very important, because if you know your enemy, if you know what your enemy has done to your people,
Exactly.
why they are driving you to move from your continent going to look for greener pasture outside, you should understand tribalism does not come first, but you are an African first, because you come from a
Exactly.
goddamn continent, not just a country. You're representing the rest of the continent by saying,
Exactly.
nonsense, bullshit, shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Joby, Joby,
right.
Joby, when they beat on top of their head in Europe, they beat on
Listen,
top of the head because she's an African, not because she's a Caliban.
and this is what you're talking about, because you're gonna find someone like that. Maybe she's gonna get a good job opportunity, whatever she's doing in abroad, wherever she's seated in London, in Canada, wherever she is. She might be successful. She might bear her kids over there, or get a black person and have kids. And then if you have a black population, especially in your house, it's a black household, not a mulatto, or a black household, your kids going knocking on a cracker's door, they're gonna get shot. Oh, you've taught your children these challenges.
They're right. They're right. They will say, oh no, there's a Caliban at my door.
Exactly. They don't say
They're gonna say, oh my God, it's a no good dirty nigga trying to blow his head off.
God. You know what happened? We were discussing the other day what happened in Jacksonville. We also discussed what happened just exactly with that lady whose kid tablets was broken. The cracker is wrong, but the lady got shot, because she just knocked on the cracker's door because you're black. That's what you need to understand.
They didn't care. They didn't care if you was from Jamaica, Kenya, Nigeria. He was black. He's African. And that guy in Jacksonville, the kid, that about that shit. he said, "Let me check your ID. Are you a Caliban?"
It's just crazy. When I went through the comments of what people had to say, I see people are relating so much with the tribalism bullshit. And actually, it can tell you we still have a lot of people who have to wake up, like a lot. We had other people who have to say Kalenjins are the smartest people. They play just cool. Africans are smart, god damn it. We need to understand facts correct. Exactly. You can't tell me a Kikuyu is dumb. Do you know Kikuyus actually can make money better? I'm sorry to say this. Kikuyus are considered being the better money scammers in Kenya than Kalenjins. What are you talking about? This makes you read Africans.
That's not real. See, that's an artificial. It's artificial divide. There you got the same DNA, Joby.
Stereotypes, exactly. I said another one also had to say Kalenjins are very disciplined and have a strong moral and traditional values. Our brothers from Rift Valley
check this out, Joby. Now, if I did this, let's say you had a baby, right? Mm-hmm. And you decide to give it up, you wouldn't do it, but the person that adopted was a Yoruba individual in Nigeria, right? The child never grew up knowing that she was Kenyan. She's now Nigerian, Yoruba. So she would grow up underneath that culture. And so now, see, that's how this ethnicity is phony. She would now implement everything about the Yorubas and not the Lu, when she was born to a Lu mother. She wouldn't know nothing about that ethnicity. She was grown up under the damn, and she would have been accepted as a damn Yoruba because you're the same people. So she would have been that tribe. So what happened to the stereotype of her? Because she's born a Lu, even though she's raised as Yoruba. The stereotypes are lies. They made the lies. Each person is an individual, Joby. It's just on what you do individually.
True. That is true. But I also saw another person who said, African people were very confused. He said, me as a Ugandan, this is a Ugandan, who's I think half Ugandan, half Kenyan. He said, me as a Ugandan Kalenjin, I feel I should be a Kenyan so we can be recognized. Imagine bringing a gold medal in Kenya, but still not being recognized because I'm Ugandan. Now, you see where we lost the fact that we don't understand we're Africans first? And she's calling herself pink, black. Why do you have a black name of yourself if you don't understand who is a black person first?
Well, remember, yeah, that's how crooked you almost set the country up. Because remember, you guys got a bunch of people from Zambia up in Kenya that are not being recognized. You guys got a bunch of Wandis there. You guys got a bunch of Burundians there. I know had Spikes and Cammy go to a Burundian neighborhood to talk to a bunch of Burundians who were not accepted into the damn into Kenya as citizens. They were scared of the camera. They were all Burundian and shit. I know you got a bunch of I know you got a bunch of people from Zambia, that came up 2 years ago in the country. Still, you accepted these Indians who ain't even Africans, but the Zambians, you have not accepted. You're like, you talking about because these puppets controlled by Europeans, not by Africans. How the fuck are you gonna allow some damn Indian or any African to be a Kenyan citizen and your own brother from Zambia, who's part of the African continent, you ain't did that for? Tell me that don't even make any damn sense. Because these borders were phony.
It doesn't. I see if he's saying that we need serious reforms in Africa, especially police, because they are products of colony. Not just police.
They are.
We
you
are
got that right. They are. You're right.
But we have people to deal with, those who are products of colony.
But at least you're talking about this is a wake to have you talking about it. Your parents and your grandparents are talking about they were too docile, too scared, too not knowing. I don't know who is Jesus coming? Allah, is Allah gonna be coming around the corner and all that dumb shit.
Thunder Karibuni Sana is saying that we need more devolution, and you're saying that at least we have devolution and county governments, devolution.
Well, what happened now? They're gonna tighten them because these despots are gonna be scared now. They're really scared. Like a Paul Beer that's right on the border of Cameroon, and another despot right there. You got two despotic leaders right there by Gabon, which is Equatorial Guinea, with their damn son, because his daddy runs the country and his son is the vice president. That ain't corrupt. My daddy's the president and I'm the vice president, Joby. The country's in abject poverty while this motherfucker runs around with 1,000 Lamborghinis and Porsches and Ferraris. His daddy is but guess what? None of the Western powers called him a dictator. They say he's democratically elected. I think they've been controlling the country for 60 years, Joby. Him and his son. His son is the damn vice president. His daddy's the president. You ain't heard these Western powers say shit about no Equatorial Guinea. And next to Guinea is Cameroon with that other wicked ass no good bastard.
Remember in 2021 we had in Equatorial Guinea the son was found when he was flying. I think he was flying out of the country. Then he had some watches. I don't know, some expensive things. Misusing public funds and all that, and he still went scot-free. And the same I think it was also in Mali.
His daddy's the president. He's the vice president. Who's gonna convict them? Right? He's got do me a favor. Just pull up this up. Just share this image for real quick. Say Equatorial images of Equatorial Guinea's vice president car collection. Let's just pull that up. While the people live in abject poverty. Tell me, he just he ain't built shit, Joby. He ain't invented shit. So why is he rich? Because the politicians have got all the rich people. They ain't invent shit. They don't build shit. The country, they people stay in shit.
Damn. You just got nothing but Lambos,
Ferrari. How about I told you? How about that, Joby? I'm balling.
All types of colors. In white, in blue, in dark blue, in yellow, in sky blue, in red.
You know why, Joe? Because Africa's not poor. He's despots that are putting power. So he's a politician, Joe. He ain't built shit. He ain't invented shit. He ain't got no companies. So how's he wealthy? How's all these Lambos and Ferraris, Joby?
And look, stealing in your
Look,
country.
yeah, and look, he's right next to Gabon. You know these motherfuckers are scared as shit.
It's next.
They gonna try to lock down the country. They gonna pull a Kagame. Hey, it's a curfew around this bitch. Nobody allowed outside at all. Why not? Yeah, because I say so. Look at Joey. You ain't living like a king, Joey.
Man, he's just flexing. He's got the biggest bike I've ever seen in my life. He's such a big bike over here, like. You got a Lamborghini, you got a Bugatti. You living right, no cap, and your people are living in shit. We are invading. We are happy to see what's going on. But I want to share this video of this Nigerian. Speaks of how we have military bases, and he talks about the African countries that have been set up with the U.S. military bases. And
all these bases. Ghana's got a new base
in our various countries.
Mm-hmm.
The British base in Kenya, where they raping Kenyan women, and of course none of these British soldiers go to jail. But go ahead, Joby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he says he questions how we have military bases and what's their purpose in our countries, and why is it that we don't have African military based in the
American Europe?
Yeah, in the United States, to protect us, like the same way these people are easily able to protect what is theirs. We saw clearly when we had the Ukraine-Russia invasion, what our African people went through. No embassy was there to stand up for our people.
Nope.
But when we have a single threat brought by our own enemies, the same people have set up the military bases right here. They can easily tell their citizens, yo, in Kenya, in Uganda, there's a bomb that has been set up.
That ain't for no citizens. That's the bullshit. That ain't for no citizens. Them bases are there for the wealth. Steal the wealth and then stop the coup. Those bases are there for military.
Like, we have a threat of, let's say, when we have like like when they were bombing the U.S. embassy in Kenya, when maybe they were about to do it. You've seen the mainstream media always enlighten us like, yo, there's gonna be war in Kenya, or maybe there's election. Be wary because of tribalism. These two places might fight. So all the U.S. citizens are encouraged to, they shall be shipped. They'll be taken care of so that to escape any calamities or any disasters that might happen in Africa. But you, as an African person, you are actually recruited to fight on a war
because that disorder was put in Africa by them, or that tribal shit was put in there by them. So that what we'll do, when these Negroes act crazy in the election with their tribal shit killing each other, that's good. All our people head to the embassy, be safe in the embassy until we put our puppet in there. Then you come back out, things will be okay.
It's insane. Let me share this video.
While we are sitting comfortably in our various countries, there is a threat surrounding us. And this is what I think the youth of Ghana should be talking about, and not Nigeria versus Ghana Jollof or Big Nyan.
And not the Jollof rice.
All that dumb Jollof. Who started Jollof rice? Senegal, Gambia, Ghana, Nigeria. Who cares? Who gives a shit about that? Because Obama. What you say, Joby?
I saw Burna Boy talking about talking shit about the jollof rice in Kenya. He says ours is shitty. No, we can't make shit.
It's not a natural dish to Kenya. It's like if you probably went to Nigeria and ate ugali. I'm sure that tastes like shit. So they don't eat a lot of ugali in damn Nigeria. So I'm sure that tastes like shit there too. So, but anyway, like I was saying, Like lost my train of thought. Go ahead, show. Okay, like I was saying. Okay, I just remember Obama put all these bases back in there. This wicked ass bastard, Obama. Because you believe he was an African from Kenya. All of those fake ass shit.
Lies. You've been told.
Lies.
Military base in Ghana, Nigeria, and other Africa countries.
These are some of the Africa countries with US military base.
Almost all of them.
If you ask them why, they tell you their military base is here to protect their citizens in case of incasity. But where is Ghana, Nigeria, and other Africa countries? Where is our military base in US to protect our fellow citizens? And the shocking, annoying truth about this foreign military base policies, when I listen to Kwesi Pratt, is that our head of state is prohibited from entering there.
Yeah, Kofi Dada Doodoo's not allowed to go. Just like Rudo's not allowed to go to the one in the British base in Kenya. You goofy, these goofy niggas don't have no power to puppets. You don't got no right to come in here. We bring anything into your country we want to. You won't say shit. You can't come nowhere near the base. You'll shut your goddamn mouth. Can you imagine you talking about you're a leader of a country? Somebody can put another base in your country and say you can't even come to the base or know what's being flown in, and you'll shut your damn mouth.
You are control. Exactly. You are control.
These US military men kill any of our citizens.
Exactly.
We do not have the right to go to court. It happened in Kenya, where a lady in one of the towns was killed by a British army soldier, and he got away with it.
Exactly. Till to date, nothing has been discussed. This issue just slid, like
because Kenya's ran by the British, and these puppets are not gonna do that. They say you're gonna shut your mouth. That's what I was doing. I think Uhuru was the president. You'll shut your mouth. You shut your mouth, nigga. We put your power, you and your whole family in power. You shut your mouth, we'll rape your women, and you won't do it. And she's not the only one. That's just what they're talking about. They've been raping women in Kenya forever. Raping them, kill them forever. The British base there. Why is it there? Why is it there? To make sure that Kenya don't have no coup and put a real leader in it. That's why they're there.
Even our army chief commander cannot enter the US military.
It's gonna be hard to get Kenya, Ghana, and Nigeria. Those are your real jump off. Like those are your jump off. It'll be hard to get. It'll be hard to coup Kenya. It'll be hard to coup Nigeria. Hard to coup Ghana. It'll be hard to coup South Africa. Those are your main jump offs in Africa. That's true. It'll be hard to coup them bastards because they got to keep this iron fist on their ass.
It's gonna happen.
I think it will.
If your property is destroyed by the US soldiers in Ghana, you have no right to go to court. US military coming to our country are not subject to search. You can't search them. Right. And when they are going, they are not subject
I got the right to kick you in your face and tell you to shut the fuck up.
Hello.
System. Can you imagine? Their soldiers search our soldiers when their vice president visited Ghana. It is a shame. And the question is, does this country belong to us or to them?
Exactly.
No, it belongs to you.
Who does it belong to? This is a question we need to start asking ourselves. Who does these countries belong to? Because
now you're waking up.
They don't own nothing. They don't have no power. His Excellency, my foot.
The US doesn't.
But now you know that. Now you guys know. That's why TikTok is so dangerous. They're gonna shut down TikTok in Kenya. How dare you niggas know you ain't supposed to? Your power is supposed to be you. That you got puppets. You got the British base up there. What the heck? So you're waking up so fast. It's scary. You know how scared these puppets are. But Sammy's gonna make another dumb speech. Yeah.
I think you know Trey. You know Trey Song's songs. I think you are.
Of course I know Trey Song. Yeah, you got the song out.
The song he sang, "You will be mine, even if somebody else's, but not for long." Not for long. That is it. It's not for long. It's happening. Okay. We've been on for so long, but not for so long. That is what is happening.
Yeah, you're having a domino effect. Africa's copy and paste. You're having a domino effect. Mm-hmm. Since you're one people, you have one wavelength. That wavelength can get to the brains of everybody. It's a domino. So the next domino gonna fall on either Cameroon or Equatorial Guinea. That's the next domino. I'm thinking. Do with them cards. They're gonna do. I'm gonna say they'll give him a lot of bubble gum.
Allow any form of military base close to their borders. They call it security threat, but they are going around establishing their military base all over around us. and we are quiet,
Exactly.
talking about Ghana Jollof and Nigerian Jollof. The simple truth is that these people are running ahead of time. The purpose is to have their military base all over Africa, then dominate us again when another opportunity comes up.
Talking about that
They
dumb
will
shit that don't mean nothing. Who's Joel Francis,
enslave
man?
us
Who gives a
again.
shit?
I know.
Used to unite and wake up. And you must understand that the US military base in every country have the capacity to devastate that country. Meaning that if the US want to jump on you, they don't need to assemble anything from up there. They are already here.
Yeah.
Our leaders sold the
Exactly.
continent. No respect for us.
They're
These
not
are
the
the things we
leaders.
should be concerned about. Because there is something that is being planned ahead of time, and they are just waiting to strike. If we don't start questioning these things and start voicing out against it, a time will come when we will sing a song and sang a song that we don't even understand the song we are singing.
Exactly. Why do we keep on singing this national goddamn bullshit flag anthem that we don't know what it means? What is
Exactly.
emo? Let me tell you what our national anthem sounds like. Emo ngongo vuzetu. It means, oh God, our strength. What? Oh, if you listen to all this bullshit broken down, what is democracy in this anthem?
Well, you're waking up now. You got a great awakening habit, Joe. That's why you're waking up. Everybody's waking up and say, hey, man, you're born into a corrupt, fucked up system. What's going on?
Oh God of our creation, let peace and our nation. Nonsense. We used to look like dummies just standing up and respecting people who do not even respect us. Oh, you hear national flag, you need to stand still. Standing for who? Who's standing for who? Why do we need to move? Our lives are being threatened because police.
Joby, you know you were still like that when you got mad because you came after me last year. It's funny. You did not study the law. You don't know about the goofy wigs. All the goofy wigs are about the law.
Yeah.
All right, Joby. Okay, you didn't know, you didn't finish the law, and you don't get right about all the goofy wigs. All right, Joby. Okay. Ask yourself why all these Africans wearing these goofy wigs. They got because they still minds are still controlled. These morons that wear these goofy wigs and shit.
But anyway, as we wind up, let me just highlight a little bit on what is going on in Gabon. We woke up to some positive news. Of course, we saw the other day, that was on Monday, I think I was reporting, where we saw the
That was Monday.
that Congo. He said that he was seeking for another third term, but we have seen that the military base, that is there's a coup. It's just like a coup. That is a coup that has happened in Gabon, right? That is
The military is a coup because remember they altered because they were tired of his daddy had ruled for 40 years. They made a new constitution, right? He knows it's a fake. Oh, I'm only gonna go for 2 terms, so he gets to go back and change the constitution because the Europeans say, yeah, you are a puppet. You can stay in power. So he goes and runs for another 3rd election. He know he lost it, so he started cutting off the internet and the electricity. He had lost it, but the Europeans ain't say nothing about it because he's their puppet. They're like, yeah, he won it. That's why you've seen in Zimbabwe, which actually had a fair election, the Europeans said, oh, this wasn't a fair election in Zimbabwe. It's wrong. It wasn't fair and clean. They're mad because they couldn't install their puppet who wanted to give that land that they stole back to those white farmers. They're mad because their puppet said, I'm going to get a land back to the white people that stole it from us. Yeah. So they mad that Zimbabwe made sure that the CIA and them are going to be in there stealing no election. We're going to control our shit. We're not going to have no advisors and all that. Fuck that. We're going to control our shit.
Exactly.
So that's what you see. That's what you see in Gabon. That's why, like I try to tell Katie, that's why they're under so many sanctions. They're proven, even though Zimbabwe's been heavily sanctioned and messed up, they said they couldn't farm. Zimbabwe is farming. Zimbabwe has become a success even under all the sanctions because African people, you always rise to the top no matter what because you on the richest continent. When you get control of your resources, God damn it, I got the gold. I got the cobalt. You kick rocks, kiss my ass. So Gabon is very rich, another rich country. where everybody's impoverished, but the puppets they put there. Equatorial Guinea guy, I know you. They coming for you. They coming for you, dude. All your Lamborghinis and your Bugattis, while people married and shit ain't got no lights. People sitting in the dark in Equatorial Guinea. That moron Paul Beard. All you bastards been just in power long as Gabon, 50 years. And you try to call it democracy like that sham over in Uganda. Except he's been president long as I've been like 5 years old. His ass is a democracy. The Republic of Uganda. There's no republic. There's no democracy. No damn Uganda with no motherfucker being in power 40 years. You insane? That's a dictatorship.
It is a dictatorship, and of course, I'm very proud to see what is going on because we've seen that the Gabon soldiers are having this.
Who's gonna be next? So you know the Europeans and all this other countries. Hey, you damn military, you better not catch us trying to overthrow these governments that we installed. Understand that? You better make sure you don't do nothing.
You talking as we see Russia. Russia has actually joined France and China. They are concerned, expressing concern on what is going on in the West. They're saying that more comments now from the foreign powers. Russia says it is deeply concerned about the apparent coup in Gabon, and France has retreated its own anxiety over the situation. A fresh statement from Foreign Minister Olivier Véran says Paris wants the result of Gabon recent elections to be respected.
Well, of course they do, because that's their puppet. That's another French colony. We want to. What business is it of yours? None of your goddamn business, France. See, that's another French puppet state that they were stealing. We don't give a fuck, and I don't give a fuck what you want. Exactly. This ain't France. Who gives a fuck what you want about something being restored? You go mind your own goddamn business. We're Gabon. We ain't saying about your election in France. It makes you think you can open your mouth about us. We're not children.
We're going to feed you a lot of bubble gums because I see President Ali Bongo, who is 64. They're saying he won a third term in the office in election held on Saturday.
And he did. And everybody knows he did.
This is why you know actually how the mainstream media links us to information. He was seeking for a third term. He just got a third term, through stealing of election, of course. Then he's 64. Why is it that they don't want young people to take over power, but they want all these
old bastards? Because they're all corrupt and old. They're all in the pocket. Their families, they invest in these corrupt families, Joby. They put them in these dynasties. What do you think got Uhuru, who's the son of goddamn Jomo, became the president? I think this other dude's son is now the president after his daddy died. And this other moron in Equatorial Guinea with the Lambos is now the vice president and supposed to be the president when his daddy died. They set up their puppets, Joby. They set but unlike Museveni, who's trying to make his son the president, America and Europe always said no, nigga. Your Captain Crunch will not be president. We got Bobby Wine. That's our puppet. Your son will not inherit Uganda. That's a no.
That's the video you shared with me. I've seen it. Yeah, people understanding that Bobby Wine is the next puppet. Is supposed to be elected. I was going through the comments and I've seen most people are like, this is the next coup. We need to be very careful. Ugandans, we need to be very woke. We've been, for the last 40 years, been under dictatorship. We can't allow another dictatorship, And
exactly.
I think I said it also personally when we saw Museveni already denying all these, demands that are being given by the West, the LGBTQ.
Museveni's scared, Joe, but I told you they about to get rid of his ass. They gonna coup him. They gonna coup him. It's not gonna be a real coup. They gonna coup. America and Europe is gonna coup his ass.
He is, but I feel like the same way I was saying the other day, and that guy actually, the video also shared, he said the same thing. I feel like he feels like he's already old. He has nothing to lose.
Yeah, that's all he's done. Exactly. Joe.
He's just done too much damage. Like
exactly. Because he knows they're not gonna let his son be no president of Uganda. Captain Crunch ain't getting the job, Joby.
Go eat a bunch of crunch, that's what you need. And some milk, as I'm talking of milk and do you good and serve people best, But anyway, for the end of today's session, I had a lot of video to share, but as always, I think today my discussions cannot go past.
Oh man, we got a few more. What videos are? Why can't we take a few minutes? What videos you got, Joby? Why you gonna be? We can go 15 minutes over. What videos you got?
Okay, let me share one video. This is of course, I'm the controller of the time, so let's share this. This is by the same guy you shared the video of when he was speaking about tribalism. He asked about no, this is the one you shared.
Right.
I
know we talked about tribalism. What's that one?
This is the one you shared with me. There was another one. Okay. When you remember yesterday, I was asking. Yeah, remember yesterday I was asking you and I was sharing one of his video. Which tribe does he? Do you think he comes from Kenya and all that? And I think he responded because
remember, because he said I'm from no tribe. I'm from Africa.
Yeah, he said I'm from Africa. I'm from Nigeria, Somalia. Kenya. But in Nigeria, whatever you want to. You'll find me everywhere because I'm African.
Yeah.
And that is a good description. And that's why I began with that earlier video, the one I started with that lady, because I wanted to reciprocate with that, but I think I've not shared the link of it on my Instagram. But he was just describing how we need to drop the description of where we come from. That's how I picked it. Describe yourself as with our color, because we need to understand our history again, understand how our enemies operate with us and against us, and they operate against us because we've allowed division to work between us.
It's like you did you said with your fake Jollof rice. Hey, moron, there was no borders, so you used to walk back and forth to those places and eat different Jollof rice. Was no Nigeria, was no Ghana. They right next to each other. You used to walk back and forth without no borders, eating the same fucking rice. Who cares?
Hey, Charles, you in the building was nakucheki ushatoka huko ama bado huko. Yeah, nakucheki sana, Karibuni Sana, you're doing amazing. And of course to everyone who is with me right here. So see Ruby Babake, Karibuni Sana, hope you're doing great. But let me share this one as we wind up. I love the way he's very passionate, like when he's explaining.
Just because he's honest. He's telling the truth about these pups. He mentioned Rudo and you bring him Rudo. You're gonna be next.
Let me check.
Africans, wherever we are, let us try to decode these things and explain them better to our people. Those with an understanding, let our people understand. Because most of the time, we end up fighting because myself, I love this leader, and you don't have to talk bad about my leader. If you talk bad about my leader, you are an enemy to me.
Exactly what I just started with. Actually, it's a line together. That lady just said, "Oh, Kalenjins cannot." That is exactly.
That's the problem we are having. I would like to give a vision of Uganda. Yoweri Museveni. Yoweri Museveni was funded by United States of America, Britain, and their Western allies to unseat the government of Idi Amin Dada. Why did they fund Yoweri Museveni? That is the question we need to ask ourselves. And who has been protecting Yoweri Museveni for such a long time?
Exactly.
You know, they use a tactic that there are AK-47s in Africa. Russia is giving you the guns to kill yourselves. That is not Russia. The West themselves, they go with their registered companies and buy guns that are made in Russia. After buying those guns, they supply them to Africa, the West themselves. Like in Ghana, there is at the airport, there is a phase 1 where the aeroplane of United States of America lands without being questioned by anybody.
Nobody gets questioned.
What did that aeroplane brought? Why is it not supposed to be questioned? Because it comes from America.
Not brought though.
The blood.
But that's why they were taking all. That's why they're taking all those children from Ghana to that American base so they could fuck them babies.
I know. I just love his English. You know, he calls him able to know. I just love his
line of the Ghanaian president Akufo-Addo has been traitors ever since, from his grandfather to the father of Akufo-Addo to Addo. Has been traitors.
All of them puppets. They always get their family family of puppets.
Airplane of United States of America lands without being questioned by anybody. What did that aeroplane brought? Why is it not supposed to be questioned? Because it comes from America.
The bloodline of the Ghanaian president Akufo-Addo has been traitors ever since, from his grandfather to the father of Akufo-Addo to Addo. Has been traitors of Africa. Still there on Uganda. Yoweri Museveni has been used by the West to destabilize Central Africa and East Africa. How are they benefiting? They are benefiting resources.
Pause it for a second. Same thing I was telling Maria looked it up yesterday on the show. I said, remember, they've been using Kagame and Museveni, who were both trained at the same time by the CIA. And Museveni, no good ass, they both been going into the Central African Republic and the Congo, stealing resources for the American and Europeans. And so about 3 years ago, the Central African Republic said, hey, Kagame, what the fuck are you doing in our country? I said, this moron had the audacity, and shout out to Maria looked up, had the audacity to tell him he was looking for the people that committed genocide in Rwanda. And the people in the Central African Republic said, hey, goopy nigga, that was 30 years ago. How you talking about you here looking for goddamn people committed genocide way over your country in Rwanda? What are you talking about? That's 30 years ago. That was 1994. This is 2022. What the hell are you talking about? 30 years ago. You talking about somebody, you in my country, you better get your ass out of here. But of course, he was in there stealing resources for the Europeans. That's where Kagame, that's why Rwanda is now developed. At least Kigali, not the whole country yet. Kigali's very developed. That's where, Rwanda don't got shit. So they've been helping steal shit other African countries for Europeans, and that's how they develop. Shout out to Cammy, where all this development coming from? I know Kenya's richer than Rwanda. The hell's going on with this development? I said, you know where it's coming from, Cam. It's coming from next door. He's in the Congo, and he's also in the Central African Republic. He's looking for He's looking for terrorists, Joby.
I really do miss Kami though. You said she's gonna be. We're gonna do a show, or rather, they gonna like visit.
Yeah, but now I'm happy to do a show with him. I gotta wait to Spike's founder, but I gotta wait to contact. He hasn't hit me back yet. So as soon as we find him, I'm gonna have him come on in. You guys interview him, see how they doing. What how they been, how they doing.
Say hi to Kami.
Yeah, how life is treating them. I haven't talked to her. I got Spike's looking at her ass up. Like Spike said, I don't be knowing nobody's business. I found it. She's doing something. She's doing some kind of agriculture business in the Kuru and shit. Okay. But tell her I want to bring her back in, and you guys do where they are now. I don't know you. I said, you guys know I don't be on that Instagram. I don't remember her Instagram account. I don't remember none of that shit.
It's Kami Nyanchama, something like that.
Is it still there? Can you find it? Look it up there. Is it there? I don't know if that's it. Can you find it? See if you can find it. I don't know if that's it.
Blocked you.
You blocked?
No, I'm saying unless she blocked you. Let me see.
I don't know. I never really looked at it. She might have had blocked me with a no good ass. She might have had blocked me. I know. She might have had blocked shit. I don't go on Instagram. I don't like.
I can see it. I'll look on my Instagram on the people I follow or the people who are following me, then see if I can find. I think she has followed me, but I've not followed her back. So I'll see.
She might have changed it. I don't know. She might change it. So
even if
I don't know.
The Instagram always give you. You always check your people who follow you. You know, you can give it relevance. You check.
I don't ever check that. I don't check none of that shit. I only check on every night. I check on yours and I check on Shimani and Katie's every now and then. I check on yours. You guys, I know you show a lot of food on yours. Shimani does a lot of dumb. Shimani does a lot of dumb skits.
You're talking about my status. I've allowed you to see my status. Now you can see food.
Okay. Yeah. I always see food and stuff on there. I see food and Shimani might see some dumbass challenges or some shit. I don't want to see nothing crazy. I'm like, Oh, I gotta get it quick. Let me get out of here. Oh no, no, no.
Resources time and again.
Like that one
But
time
on a
you were doing that rap. I'm like, oh no, yeah, motherfucker, I'm here from the to let you know you bitches. I'm like, oh no, no, oh no. Let me end this. No.
Yeah, at least the one I posted was decent.
That was a long time ago. Like, oh no, 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 no.
long run, they've realized that Joel Museveni is now an old person. Even though they've used Uganda through IMF and World Bank, that there is a fastest growing economy and so forth, lying to the people. They only wanted to build the name of Joel Museveni. But now, since he's getting old, somehow, their ties are breaking off. That is why Joel Museveni is now able to resist their orders of homosexual and their orders of saying no refinery plant in Ghana. They also say no nuclear power in Ghana. I mean, in Uganda, I'm sorry, in Uganda. They are now fighting with Joel Museveni, and the West really sees that he's old. They've used him for more than 40 years. They are fed up with him. He's no longer productivity to them. They need a new blood. They went and formed an opposition of Bobi Wine.
He knew it. He knew it. He knew it just like I told you guys.
Formed an opposition of Bobi Wine.
Yeah, control opposition. Exactly, Joe.
Now we've got an opposition of Bobi Wine. They will come that, okay, he's a young person, and now the country has got a majority of young people. We need to see who exactly. If we talk of Uganda, we are on the middle as a people. If we go to Bobi Wine, we are lost. We go to Joel Museveni, we are lost. The people, we are on our own. That is where I'm coming and saying we need 50 million boots and our nuclear weapons. 50 million boots, we deal with the internal enemy like Joel Museveni himself and Bobi Wine. Because they are not serving the interest of the people. They are all being funded and created by the West. Same applies is happening almost in each and every corner of Africa. If I'm to mention, I would decode this for the African people to understand which country, which position is the people, which position is the people. I go with the people. I don't go with the regimes that are oppressing the people. But
period. And that's what's up. Don't go with the regimes that are oppressing your people. But that's what our despots have been doing. Going along with all the trends, anything they're told to do, they do without looking at how their people are going to be affected, because it's all about, so-called power out there, which you don't have.
These people are insufferable. Right? 40 years ago they were insufferable. These people are not no good. Oh, man, you don't get out of here with your fake ass.
Museveni is just my friend, I tell you. I'm a friend
you love that. You love it. You love that crazy moron.
I just love the way he's just a joker, I always say if you listen to Museveni's we were even saying yesterday on the show for the culture show with Kamlish, if you don't listen to Museveni's speech and you don't crack, something is wrong with you. Picking up the joke, you just not you don't like jokes, and that's on you, But anyway, family, we're coming to the end of today's session. This has been the Wednesday lockdown.
What's love, family?
Joby, I hope you guys have enjoyed. And of course, that is what we had to discuss today. We've seen what people have to, how people are reasoning, what people have to say on different cases. And of course, as always, my time ran out on me. I was not able to also read majority of the comments, but I do hope you guys have gotten anything informative and you can pass the same information to your lovely family members, those who would literally love to be awoken about the truth of what has been affecting African people, not just in the continent, but all over the globe. So much love. Asanteni sana once again to my amazing silent listeners, to all my amazing gifters on TikTok. I've been with literally almost 100 people on my app on tagged Asanteni sana. And of course, to New Beginning, I appreciate you for sticking it through till the end of the session. Have yourselves a beautiful day. Smash the like button as you leave. Subscribe if you shall be bumping onto this on a replay mode. And of course, catch up with us every Wednesday with the Wednesday lockdown session, of course, with me. We do have other different programs. We have the African Diary coming up right away after this. And of course, tune in later on the Tubonge show and see what's up as we get to give you word of advices regarding your marriages, your relationship, parents, toxic parents, anything. We get to break it all down there. So Karibuni Sana, I'm looking forward to seeing all of you over there. Much love. See you when you see me.
Well, this is the Pan-African Police Show every Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. The Pan-African Police Show. Let's go.
Yes, man, say Wagwan. I'm Jerome Dixon, your Jamaican brother there. Reaching out to all the massive on the African continent and in Julie too. The Pan-African Bliss Show. With your host, none other than Joby.
She dey go down like a me. She dey go down like a me. Mommy, daddy, what's that good the way she do it?